Imagine a world where President Elon Musk doesn't just lead in the tech world, but he also rewrites the rules of travel. Wouldn't that be interesting? Bear with me as I draw you into this imaginary but potential world. What if your next vacation or your next business trip could be shaped by the visionary mind behind SpaceX and Tesla? Under President Elon Musk, travel as we know it could look very different, don't you think? Let's dive into how the future of travel could unfold and what it means for you, the traveler. First things first, let's talk about a pain point we all know too well, and that is the frustrations every traveler faces with airport security. I know you have been there and done that too, and it is never easy. Those endless lines, the never-ending wait at the security checkpoint, and almost getting undressed. Yes, it feels like a nightmare every time. We've all been there, but what if that could change for the better? Wouldn't you just love that? Under Musk, we could potentially see AI-powered systems at airports, which would dramatically cut down wait times. Imagine walking through airport security with nothing more than a glance at the camera or a quick scan of your fingerprint. No more waiting in those chaotic lines. And no more long lines to deal with. Just a tap on your phone and boom, you're through to your departure gate. Wow, I know most passengers would welcome this right now. Sounds pretty smooth, right? But of course, there are some potential bumps in the road. Not every airport would be fitted with the latest tech right off the bat, and it could be a struggle for some to access these AI-driven systems. Plus, when AI is involved, you might wonder, what about privacy? Will your personal data be secure? That is certainly food for thought. Another huge pain point for travelers are visas, especially traveling internationally. We all dread the mountains of paperwork, waiting for approvals, and the uncertainty of whether your travel plans will be delayed. But Musk's digital-first approach could totally disrupt that. Imagine not having to deal with any more paperwork when applying for a visa. No more waiting weeks for approvals. Instead, your visa could be automatically processed through a streamlined app powered by blockchain, where your passport is digitally verified in seconds. Instant approval, easy travel. But what about countries that aren't on board with this tech revolution? Will they be left behind? And will we face even more digital hurdles that some might find hard to navigate? And plus, it would probably take years to implement, and it would sure rack up huge costs to put in place. Musk would have to put up some of his own personal funds for this to work, and I'm not sure he would be into that. Let's now talk about something even bigger, which is the environment. We know that flying comes with a huge carbon footprint, and with more and more people traveling, it's only getting worse. That's where Musk's commitment to sustainability could come in. Picture this: electric planes. That's right, planes powered by electricity, reducing emissions, and making travel a lot greener. And Musk could push for even more sustainable airports, running on solar power, wind energy, clean energy. But here's the catch. Electric planes are still in the early stages. Long-haul flights? Probably not just yet. And let's be honest, green travel might come with a higher price tag. But Musk has big financial clout and a huge ego, so I wouldn't put it past him to try and pull this off. Now let's go a little out there and talk about space travel. Space tourism is already starting to take off, but it's mostly for the ultra-rich. But what if Musk could change that? Under his leadership, space vacations could become a reality for more than just billionaires. With SpaceX already making strides in reusable rockets, Musk could make space travel more accessible, maybe even affordable for regular travelers in the future. But let's not kid ourselves. Space travel is still very expensive. It's not just about jumping on a rocket to the moon. The environmental impact of rocket launches also raises concerns. Is it really worth it? Well, this one is debatable, and some would consider it far-fetched. But Elon Musk has a weird imagination, so don't count this one out. Of course, we can't ignore the cost of travel. With prices on the rise for almost everything, flights, luggage, food, traveling is starting to feel more like a luxury than a simple getaway. So, how could Musk's innovations impact this? Here's the exciting part, the Hyperloop. Hyperloop could be much more energy efficient and eco-friendly compared to traditional travel methods, potentially making it a sustainable and affordable option in the future. Musk's idea of high-speed ground transportation could drastically lower the cost of long-distance travel, making it faster and cheaper than flying. Imagine zipping from city to city in a matter of hours, all while cutting down on energy use. But new technologies often come at a high price. While the initial cost of things like the Hyperloop or electric planes might be steep, The hope is that competition and mass adoption will drive prices down in the long run. However, that could be in the distant future because of the challenge of building the infrastructure. The hyperloop technology still needs time to develop, and getting it into mainstream use will be a massive undertaking. But if Musk has anything to do with it, the future could be a lot faster and greener than we ever imagined. Another major change under Musk's leadership could be autonomous vehicles. Think about it. Self-driving cars that could transform your road trips. No more endless hours behind the wheel on long road trips. No more worrying about traffic or getting lost. Instead, you could sit back, relax, and let the car do the work. With Tesla already leading the way in autonomous driving technology, it's not too far-fetched to imagine a future where self-driving cars become the norm for travel. These vehicles could be equipped with AI to safely navigate highways, city streets, and even rural roads, allowing you to reach your destination faster and without the usual stresses of driving. The big question here, how will we ensure safety and reliability as this technology advances? And what about accessibility? Will these vehicles be available to everyone, or will they come with a high price tag? This is definitely another food for thought. So what does all this mean for you, the everyday traveler? On one hand, we're looking at potentially faster, greener, and more efficient travel experiences. AI-powered airports, digital visas, and electric planes could make our travel smoother and more sustainable than ever. But on the other hand, these changes come with some challenges. There could be higher costs, privacy concerns, and accessibility issues for some travelers who may not have the latest tech. And let's not forget, if these innovations aren't rolled out carefully, we could be left with more problems than solutions. So, are we ready for this future? And you may be wondering why refer to Musk as president when he could never be a president of the United States since he is an immigrant. But didn't you hear the word on the street? That he is already acting like a co-president and not just as Donald Trump's sidekick? That's what I heard. So please do not come for me now. This is not political. I just wanted to give you something to think about in conjunction with the travel climate we are experiencing right now and possible future solutions if we were to put Musk and his ego to task. I don't think he would mind our little debate about this topic. But honestly, though, could Elon Musk's vision change the way we travel? Or are we headed for a bumpy ride when it comes to travel in general? Nothing much seems to be changing, and we are already stepping into 2025. Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments below. Would you be willing to embrace this new travel world? What do you think the biggest benefits or challenges could be? And don't forget to check out the links in the description for more travel tips and hacks. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more updates on how the future of travel might just change the way we explore the world. Until next time, safe travels!